Hey guys, Nathan here, and I thought I would give you a little bit of an update today. So it's been a while, it's been like 2 or 3 months. I have to check on the last video how long it's been, but it's been a while. I haven't really known what to film, and I've also been a bit busy, kind of busy, so I'll delve into that and kind of give you a bit of an update as to what's been going on through that time. It is also the morning so that I can film because uni students tend to get up a bit later, so I am taking advantage of that and filming in the morning because filming in this house kind of makes me a little bit uncomfortable because I don't want people to hear what I'm talking about, which is a bit odd because like they can go and watch it if they wanted to, but like, I don't know. Filming is just an awkward thing because you stuff up, like, well, not all the time, but a lot of the time you do stuff up and you don't really want people to hear that. And then sometimes you're talking about something that's really difficult to talk about and you just don't want people to hear what you're talking about, kind of. I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel about that. So I'm filming in the morning today. I'll probably do that if I'm filming in this room, which is kind of like the new set, I guess. I think I might, for videos, just put stuff behind me maybe, just for some interest rather than my TV. So this should be the new set in theory. So I've got a window here for light because that is a bit nice. I have got a light that I can use if I want to film at night though, because I'm using, what do you call that? The regular light is too dull and not good to film with because it's not in a good position. So I have other alternatives, but this is the new spot for now. You've also probably noticed that I've got a little bit of facial hair going since everybody's wearing face masks at the moment, at least in Australia, in Victoria, I should actually say. I've been seeing how much I can grow this because I've noticed that a couple of patches seem to be growing more, so I thought I'd give it a go growing it out again. And it's better than the 2 patches because like not a couple months ago, maybe end of last year, I could only grow here and here and it looked like pretty bad. Now it's only just like this patch here that doesn't really fill in, so I'm trying to grow it to cover it, because like if you split it you can see how bad it is, so I'm just trying to cover it up. It's also quite gingery, so I don't know how to feel about that. My mustache is, well, the same. Well, I dyed it like yesterday or the day before, so it looks a bit better than normal, but yeah, I'm trying this out and see how it goes. It's kind of annoying because wearing a mask is like, it's really itchy. I don't know what to do about it, but I'm just dealing with it for now. So, what's been happening with me the past little while is lockdown 2.0 in Victoria happened, so I wanted to go back home to have a bit more space and so that I could be a bit more relaxed there. But in doing that, my family is doing a bit of renovations at home, so my sister is in my room, my parents are in my sister's room while they're doing the ensuite in the master, so no one can stay in there either. So that means I had to stay in a swag for 6 weeks. So that actually wasn't that bad, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I was sleeping in the lounge room with a swag. Not outside with a swag because it was getting to like 0 and like 2 degrees a lot. So I wasn't gonna do that. But that was kind of fun, but kind of annoying because I had to pack up the swag most of the time and put it away, but like, yeah, that was an interesting experience, especially with like lockdown and that. It's like, this has just been a really weird year. So while I was there, I managed to get a little bit of work, so that was interesting. I was filming some videos for a gym that's around there that my mum goes to. So I was doing videos for their app that they've got and their YouTube channel that they've started as well. So I've done, I don't know how many videos I've done, but I did quite a few videos and there was like 130, 40 like short 30-second clips for the app, and that added up to like about like an hour worth of things. Like imagine like exporting all of that and editing all of that and even shooting all of that, because you're like, I had 2 angles for each clip, so I would be in one spot and I'd run over with my what is it, Steadicam thing, and then I'd run over to the other spot, so I was getting a workout at the same time as well while the person was doing the workout for the demos as well. So I was really getting the work in too. That was probably the most difficult part of the work that I was doing. The YouTube part was much easier because I could just kind of put it on a tripod and just monitor the focus, because he tended to have notes on his phone and then like put it out of the way so that he could talk without it in frame, which is nice. But then I'd have to like refocus and also make sure the battery didn't run out. Yeah, so that was what I was doing the majority of the time, as well as some uni. And they got that going still, which hasn't been too bad. There's one unit I like better than the other, but that tends to happen quite often. So with the gym, I got some money from it, obviously. So then I bought stuff to help me with said video photography stuff. So that's a creaky chair. This is a softbox that I got. So I've got a tripod for it, and I also got a umbrella tripod set as well. So I've got, this is like more of a video option, and then, well, you can shoot your flash. I've been using it for flash photography too, but now I could also do like portraiture. Can I say that? Portraiture. So I could like do some occasional like cash in hand jobs of portraits if people wanted me to shoot portraits for them. So I could do that like much more professionally in like a studio space. So I could put up like a sheet with whatever color I want, like on a blind, like a curtain thing, and then shoot like that. That could be a plan. But yeah, so now I've got a bit more equipment. I've got a white balance thing as well, which I can't seem to put back in this bag. It doesn't want to fold correctly because it keeps folding like this, and I want it to go a bit smaller. What else did I get? Light. Another light. A couple lights. What else did I get? Oh, some much needed batteries. Jesus Christ. My batteries are just... If you film video, you know how bad it is to just have one battery, and I've been doing that for a very long time. So finally got some batteries. Got a decent memory card that has a write speed that can deal with at least 50 frames a second, because even like the SD card that I had before, it would stop sometimes when I was trying to shoot slow-mo. The Canon slow-mo, which is just 50 frames a second slowed to half, but it's better than nothing, and the memory card couldn't even take that, so I upgraded that. I made a top surge refund, so that was interesting to try and set up. It wasn't that bad, but I've got a little bit in there. There was like 200 and something, which was a lot more than I would expect to have gotten, so that was a bit surprising. Like, there was a couple of people, I think one dude, well, I don't know if they're a dude, but they donated 100, and I was like, excuse me? Like, that was a lot. But yeah, it's kind of died a little bit at the moment, but if you would want to donate, that would be great, but you don't have to. It's just kind of there if you want to. I might put it in the description, I don't know. I also hit 800 subscribers when I was doing absolutely nothing. Maybe I should just do nothing. But yeah, that was kind of interesting. It's like everything's just been kind of everywhere at the moment, and that just kind of like came out of nowhere, and I was like, okay, because it kind of climbed quite quickly, and I did not expect that at all. So thank you for 800 subscribers, I guess. I don't really know what to do with that information, or what to do with that number. Do you want me to do anything significant for it, or should I just wait until I maybe get 1,000? Who knows? I don't know if it'll go that far, but it could. So if you have any ideas for that, leave them down below, because we might get there, but I'm not sure. The entire time while I was in my hometown, just as lockdown was starting, I bought some binders. How did that go? So usually when I order binders from GC2B, obviously they are in the US, so it's gonna take a while. Usually it takes like 3 or 4 weeks, which is a fucking long time. But this time it took like 7, like 8. What is it? It was a long time. And I got the OG, the one that I usually get, which is just this one. This is the one that I would actually originally get, so I tried out the XL and it fit better to start off with, but then it stretched out, so it was way too stretched out and all of the everything would just move around constantly. I was just like, oh. So I went back to the OG and I got a large, so that's going to be a bit tight to start off with, but it's going to be the most useful for the longer amount of time, because once it stretches out for an XL, it just does absolutely nothing for me. So I got a large, so that'll take a little bit of breaking in. But I thought I would also try out the Racerback, and I couldn't even get it on, and it's the same size. So I don't know what's with their sizing, but a large in the regular one did not work as a large in the Racerback one, for me at least. So I don't really know what to do with this, if I should return it or give it away or something. This was a lot of, it's like that amount of time is a long time to wait for something that doesn't fit you. It's very disappointing, and I really wanted to try this thing. So I was thinking either switching it or like switching it out for the XL and giving that a go. I'll be really sad if that doesn't work, or I could give it away. So let me know what you think about that as well. So what I should do for 1,000 subs if I hit it, and what I should do with this. I think I'm leaning more towards giving it back and getting a XL, but that's going to take a long time. This is so disappointing. And then more news is I am getting, well, today I'm getting my blood test, so that's not fun. Next week I am getting my shot. It must be next week. I think it should be next week. I haven't booked it yet, but I'm getting a shot. So that'll hurt, and I won't be able to walk for like 4 days. Does anybody else, so if you get a 12-week shot, does it hurt for like 4 days? Because whenever I get my shot, I get the shot and like, here's someone. See what I mean? I'm a chicken. So when I first get my shot, it hurts quite a lot when you get it, because it's kind of all like bubbling up under the skin, and it's not a very comfortable experience. Quite a big needle as well, so you can feel it quite a lot when you're getting stabbed as well. It's like, especially if they hit like a nerve that's pretty bad and you're like, ooh, like some of them like really hit different in a bad way. But then like the first couple hours, it's actually not too bad. You can kind of walk around and it's fine. Then if you sit down and then get up, that's when it hurts. After that point, you're fucked. So if you got anything to do like in that day, do it straight after your shot, because then you won't be able to move. But then after that, it just swells up like a little, maybe like a golf ball, like small, and then sometimes gets a bit bruised, and then it's just swollen for days and you can't move your leg, and you just gotta like rub it out and try and walk around and walk it off. So it's not the most comfortable thing to get, so I'm not that excited for it, but I am getting a shot next week, so wish me luck with that. One more thing that happened in lockdown was my girlfriend came up for her 21st birthday, because there wouldn't be much to do down here in like Geelong, so she came up and had a little party for her, so that was nice. Maybe got a little bit too crunk, but happens sometimes, especially on a 21st. Like, it's not fun to have a 21st when it's in the middle of lockdown and you can't really do anything. So we tried to make it the best that we could, considering the restrictions and that, because it was just like my family and we had like a bonfire, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I think that's about all that I can think of that's happened throughout the past time period of a couple months. If you have any suggestions for things you want me to do, let me know. I should be back to a more consistent routine, schedule than I have been, because 2 to 3 months is a long time to not have a video, so I'll be a little bit more consistent than that. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you later.